guys, welcome back to another episode of Life with Z. It's after work and today's video is going to be an after work clean with me. I am overdue to deep clean this kitchen, so wanting to tackle the appliances, I need to vacuum and mop the floors, and we'll see what else we can clean up while we're at it. Really looking forward to spending the time with you, so let's get started. Alright you guys, we are jumping right in. Today's cleaning video is going to be a quick one, but sometimes you just need that quick 10 or 15 minutes of motivation to get a few things done around your house. It has been over a month since I've deep cleaned my kitchen and I was well overdue, but probably similar to you, I kept putting it off because I didn't think I had the time to dedicate to it. So tonight we're setting aside 2 hours to get everything deep cleaned in the kitchen. Sometimes tackling one room at a time makes it that much more achievable and less daunting. So today is all about the kitchen. After first cleaning the outside of the fridge, we'll wipe down the microwave both inside and out, and of course polishing that stainless steel with our stainless steel cleaner.
So baby, we should start living now, 'cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time.
And then it was time to give the stove and oven a good clean as well. You already know I love to soak the stove grates and knobs whenever I can, so we'll get those soaking in the sink first before we wipe down the top and front of the oven. And then we'll go ahead and really give the front of the oven here a deep clean. There were lots of drips and stains just from the last month really building up, so this was the perfect opportunity to really get in there and get it nice and clean.
We can make the sun come out. Let us lose ourselves in a fairy tale. Who can say what's wrong or right? We're the only ones who can decide. Baby, when
I'm really hoping with this video I can motivate you at the end of a long day to find a little bit of energy to tackle something and get it done. You're gonna feel so much better once you do. And a lot of times I like getting projects like deep cleaning the kitchen done on weeknights instead of saving them for the weekends. You only have so many weekends and you really want to enjoy them, especially when the weather is nicer. So why not get it done during the week so you can enjoy and have fun on the weekends?
So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start.
Next, we're going to really scrub those grates. I had them soaking in the sink with some Dawn Power Wash, and now I'm using my Scrub Mommy sponge and a little bit of dish soap to get these as clean as possible. I still haven't quite figured out the way to get them absolutely perfect, and if you're like me, you might have a dream wish list of one day if you were to have help around the house, maybe have a cleaning person come and help and deep clean. My first task for them would definitely be the stove. I would love to have my stove professionally cleaned inside and out, the oven with all the baked on grease, and get these stove grates as clean as possible. But for now, it's just me, so I'm gonna do the best I can and we'll get the majority of that cooked on grease off before we let them air dry and move on to our next task.
The night away, I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better. So much better.
I love taking the extra time to make sure the knobs for my stove are completely clean and grease free. So we'll take a second to get those all scrubbed up. And then you know I always have to deep clean the grate in the bottom of my sink. This blows my mind every time how much dirt and food gets trapped under this grate, and I really just keep this in my sink to prevent scratches on my porcelain sink. So we're gonna deep clean it here, get all the nooks and crannies where food likes to hide, and make sure it is nice and clean before we clean out the sink as well.
Being pretty, honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better. So much better.
How you doing, girl? We're about halfway through our cleaning motivation. If you haven't started yet, now's the perfect time to get up and get cleaning. Get done whatever you need to. You know you're gonna feel so much better once you do. After cleaning that sink grate, we're going to clean and sanitize the bottom of the sink using soft scrub. So I'll get that in the sink and clean it again with my Scrub Mommy sponge and my Rubbermaid spin brush. Make sure to get all those nooks and crannies nice and clean, get all the product rinsed down the drain, and then we'll move on to putting all of our freshly washed parts and pieces back on the stove. After putting back the last few pieces of the stove and getting those knobs put back in place, we'll get ready to vacuum and mop the floors. We vacuum a couple times a week, but I like to do a deep vacuum every few weeks and really make sure to get all the corners and shake out the rugs to make sure we're getting everything up and off the floors. So we'll do that next before we break out the steam mop. Since today is more of a deep clean, I'm making sure to move all of our kitchen stools out of the way and vacuuming those typically hard to reach places. Once we're done with the vacuum, we'll empty it out and break out the steam mop to clean and sanitize these floors. I love using the steam mop because all it needs is just water, and you can really make sure to get your floors nice and clean, and that extra heat makes sure that they are sanitized as well. So I'm spending extra time around places like the stove and the sink where I often end up dropping food or have little spills. Really going for that deep clean today, so making sure to take extra time in those high traffic areas.
When I look at you like that, you lose it completely. Losing track of space and time. I don't wanna go home looking for a reason to stay here all night. I wonder, do you feel it too?
We are wrapping up the last of our steam mopping, and look at that, we made it. My kitchen cleaning is all done, and hopefully you got something checked off your to-do list as well. Now I'll give you a quick look at the finished product. I love how clean and shiny the microwave and stove are, looking really nice. The grates are all clean, and there's the front of the oven as well, looking great. It feels so good to have all my appliances deep cleaned, including the sink, and the floors are all clean as well. It is such a good feeling to have one of these big tasks checked off my to-do list so I can go into the rest of the week knowing it's done. Alright, you guys, that's all for today. We powered through and got the kitchen whipped into shape in about 2 hours. It feels good to have all the appliances nice and deep cleaned, the floor vacuumed and mopped, and it's all set for another couple weeks. Thank you so much for spending the time with me. Please make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!